Last week, a 17-second video went viral. A mother left her child inside a hot car in 100-degree heat. Thousands of comments, millions of shares, and one repeated sentence: "She doesn't deserve to be a mom." But what if Jesus watched that same video? Would he comment? Or would he do something completely different, something no one else dared to? Today, people don't throw stones in the streets like they did in my time. They throw comments, stitch videos, sarcasm, cancel hashtags. All it takes is a 17-second clip, filmed in anger, without context. A mother leaves her child in the car. She's seen running back out of a store breathless, hands shaking, unlocking the door. But on TikTok, the video freezes at the moment the child cries. And just like that, she becomes the face of failure. Within 10 minutes, hundreds of thousands of people have decided she doesn't deserve to be a mother. Some comment, "She should be in jail." Others, "She's a monster." And one writes, "If I were God, I'd curse her." But you know what? I've heard that line before. When I sat and ate with tax collectors, when I forgave the woman caught in adultery, when I touched a man with leprosy in a crowded street. There isn't much leprosy today. But there is a new kind spreading fast. Exhaustion, isolation, and the silent scream of those who just want to be understood. That mother in the video, she could be anyone. A 25-year-old woman who just got divorced, lost her job, and is trying to raise a child alone. Someone who never learned how to receive love. Someone silently drowning, and the only response she gets is a flood of judgment. We live in a time where mercy feels suspicious, where someone falls and the first question isn't, "Has anyone helped them up yet?" but, "Did you get that on camera?" I did not come to destroy. I came to name what still lives inside each of you: compassion, truth, and a deep desire to be seen and known. When you choose outrage over understanding, you lose the chance to be a light. And this world, with all its tech, virality, and deep fakes, still aches for something ancient: real presence, true kindness, a heart that listens. If it were us, seeing a clip like that on TikTok, our first instinct? Type a comment, add a hashtag, pretend we're standing for justice. But Jesus, he wouldn't comment, he would come. Jesus doesn't move through screens. He moves through presence, through eyes that meet, through hands that touch, through hearts that feel. He wouldn't say, "I saw the video, I'm disappointed." He would say, "I saw you, and I didn't walk away." Jesus would find that mother, the one from the viral clip, not to shame her, but to hold her. Not to punish, but to ask, "What has made you this tired?" He wouldn't need to watch the full video. He'd see her soul, the sleepless nights, the silent cries, the moments she nearly gave up but didn't, all because of her child. Jesus wouldn't throw stones. He'd extend a hand. And that touch, that quiet gesture, might just change everything. In a world quick to condemn, he chooses to pause and listen. He won't appear on your For You page, but he will always appear at the door you least expect, in the moment you most need. Her name was Ava, a young mother, just 23 years old. Before everything collapsed, she was a second-year nursing student. But then, the father of her baby disappeared, left her alone, 6 months pregnant with no savings and no one to turn to. No one tells the story of Ava rocking her baby while attending online classes, or rushing through freezing mornings to drop her child at daycare before the first shift. No one filmed a silent breakdown behind the steering wheel after a 14-hour workday. That day, it was 100 degrees outside. Ava stopped at the store just to buy diapers, planned to be in and out in 5 minutes, but inside her body collapsed from exhaustion, malnutrition, and days without sleep. By the time she woke up, 30 minutes had passed, and the video of her baby in the hot car had already gone viral. The person filming didn't know Ava. They just saw an irresponsible mom. And social media doesn't need context. It only needs someone to blame. And that day, that person was Ava. If Jesus had been there, he wouldn't have pulled out a phone. He would have helped her stand, looked her in the eyes, and said, "You fought so hard, don't be afraid. I'm here now." If Jesus lived in the age of TikTok, of Twitter threads, and cancel culture, I don't believe he'd type in all caps. I don't think he'd leave angry comments or drop hot takes. He would still do what he's always done. Step close. Look into the pain. Speak healing. There was once a woman caught in the act of adultery. According to the law, she deserved to be stoned. They dragged her into the street. They waited for Jesus to approve the punishment. But he knelt down, drew something in the dust. Then he said, "Let the one among you who is without sin throw the first stone." One by one they walked away, and when it was just him and her, he said, "I do not condemn you. Go and sin no more." That's Jesus. He never denies sin, but he never denies mercy either. He meets failure with truth and tenderness. So if he watched that viral video of the mother who left her child in the car, I believe he wouldn't say she doesn't deserve her child. He would ask, who held her last? Who listened to the tears that never made a sound? Because to Jesus, falling isn't the end of the story. It's the moment he kneels down and lifts you up. There's a silent question echoing through our world. Can I be wrong and still be loved? And Jesus answers, yes. But he doesn't just say it, he shows it. He touches the untouchable, dines with the broken, and weeps with the abandoned. We live in the age of cancel culture. One mistake, one moment of weakness, and you're erased. But Jesus never canceled anyone. He restored. To the woman caught in adultery, he didn't say, "You're worthless." He said, "I do not condemn you. Go and sin no more." That's not leniency. That's accountable grace. Real love doesn't ignore sin, but it never stops at the sin. If you've ever messed up, ever carried shame for a moment you wish you could delete, remember, Jesus sees the full story, not just the cropped clip. And if you're someone watching another person fall, you can be the first not to judge. You can be the first to say, "I don't agree with what you did, but I still believe you can change." Because when we treat others the way Jesus treated us, we're not just preaching. We're bringing real love into the real world. You know, some things in life just don't fit into a 17-second clip. Some pain never makes it on screen, and some people, if we judge them by one moment, we may end up labeling them forever.
But Jesus doesn't work that way. He sees through the chaos. He sees the child behind the tired eyes. He sees a heart that needs healing, even before the world starts judging it.
Next time you see someone the world is tearing apart, pause. Instead of sharing the outrage, share a prayer. Instead of commenting in anger, whisper, "Lord, have mercy on them. And please, change me too."
Because light doesn't need to shout. It only needs to show up. And you? You can be that light.